Pa 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 da da pam pa pam pam da 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 da. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jack Salter, and today I am channeling my inner Superman. Just look at this awesome costume. I'm so excited for the Superman movie, as you can obviously tell. I've been waiting for this movie since I'm 12. You have no idea. I always more of a Batman kid than a Superman kid. But then I started reading Superman comics and they were so fucking good. And there was no Superman movie to watch, not like a modern, new, cool Superman movie. Until tomorrow, when James Gunn is releasing the new Superman movie. So today, we're gonna be preparing by going to Dairy Queen and trying the new Dairy Queen Superman flavored ice cream, and I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on that.
Yummy.
And tomorrow, it's the day where I'm gonna go watch the movie and give you all my raw thoughts on it. So, stick around for the Superman vlog. Now smash that like button if you're a Superman fan, and let's get right into the video. Fortunately, the cape is not coming with us because it's my actual towel. I bath, I shower, and then I dry with this. And it's fucking wet and it's gonna get dirty, so I'm not doing that because my girlfriend's gonna whoop my ass if she comes home to a dirty towel. So instead, we're just going with the shirt. My phone. Oopsie. Okay. My trucks and my Peruvian pants. Sexy, I know. Now, let's go for some ice cream. Okay, I'm low-key nervous it's gonna be overhyped. And I was wondering, how the fuck do you even make an ice cream blue? Like, huh? It's blue. Oh, it could be a blueberry ice cream. But that won't make it more purple though. I've seen a picture, okay? And I know it has sprinkles and it has cookie dough, which is good. Because I fucking love cookie dough. Cookie dough is so good. But I'm like, confused about the blueness of it. I mean, they probably just use dye. But that wouldn't be really like, healthy. I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna be like shitting blue by halfway through this video. I don't care though. It's gonna be good. It has cookie dough. But what flavor could the ice cream be? That's what I'm curious about. It's probably just gonna be like dyed vanilla, right? That'd be lame though. It needs to be more like Superman. Guys, I was so confused as to why were people looking at me funny, and then remember I have the fucking trunks on, and I don't have a cape anymore, so it means I look like fucking Papa Smurf. Jeez to the Louise. But yeah, so basically I look like Papa Smurf in the middle of the street, and everyone's fucking thinking I'm weird. Guys, I just walked past this like really pretty uptown girl vibe, like super classy dressed, whatever. So we're walking through the same street. She looks at me, horrified, and then just jaywalks. Jaywalks away. She's like, no, I'm not walking with you. Bloop. I'm crossing the street. Do I look that bad, bro? I mean, I can't blame her. She probably thinks I look like a crackhead, and she's not wrong. Guys, oh my god, it has a Superman on the door. That's crazy. Oh, and here's the ice cream. Hi there, could I get the Superman ice cream? Okay guys, this is the first look of the ice cream. As you can see, it's really fluffy, which I like. It's a bit too light blue. I feel like it could be a bit darker for the Superman vibes, but it has the cookie dough, which I love, and it has the sprinkles. And oh, is that a green sprinkle? That's a kryptonite, dude. This should not be in this ice cream. That's crazy. Anyways, it looks good. Let's figure out if this ice cream is gonna make me save Metropolis, or it's gonna make me a hater like Lex Luthor. Oh, I actually think that the green sprinkle was a mistake, because all of them are just Superman colored, like the underwear, the logo, the shirt, but there's no green. Okay, let's be honest now. I'm gonna be rating this based on texture, flavor, and Superman vibes. Texture was okay. I liked how it had the crunchies of the sprinkles, and I like the cookie dough. I love the cookie dough, like chewy thing. But that was it. I don't know. It was missing something on that. It just felt a bit too sweet, which ties down to flavor, I guess. A bit too sweet, and it was only like a vanilla and cookie dough ice cream. Honestly, kind of tasted the same like the normal cookie dough vanilla ice cream. I don't know. I was a bit disappointed at that, but again, vanilla is the most basic of flavors, and Superman's one of the most basic heroes, so I feel like it makes sense, but it's also a bit too basic. I don't know. I wanted to feel like hope when I had that ice cream, you know? It's more of a Superman vibe. However, regarding Superman vibes, they nailed it. Like, only Superman themed color sprinkles was like an absolute amazing touch. The fact that they removed all the green, or well, tried to remove all the green out of it, was a really nice thing. I don't get why there's cookie dough. Like, I don't know if canonically Clark Kent really likes cookie dough, or why was the cookie dough there. That part didn't really make sense to me. But the Superman vibes were there. Like, I see the vision they had. I wish the execution was better, but I do see the vision. Overall, Superman ice cream is gonna get a 3 out of 5 on my rating scale. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it was nothing special, and Superman is a super special man. So, 3 out of 5. It was good. You should try it out yourself. And now, we're heading for some snacks. Sneaking snacks to the movie theater, a Superman thing to do? Probably not, but we're gonna do it either way. So, on my way to get some Superman snacks. What snacks does even Superman like? I'll see what they have. Try to get the most Superman-y. But what, I don't know. What's a Superman-y snack? So now we bought the snacks and we had the ice cream. Now it's time to wait for tomorrow for the main event, the Superman movie.
The next day.
Guys, we're late. I finished work at 6 and the movie starts in 20 minutes. So we're running. We're gonna get there. Sana, say hi to everyone. Guys, we're finally here. I'm so excited. I know I'm gonna cry. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna cry so much in this movie, like a fucking baby.
I want popcorn.
2 hours later.
This movie was... In a world full of cynicism and hate, Superman shows that being kind is a true act of rebellion. This version of Superman is nothing like what we've seen before. He doesn't just punch things really hard, but he shows that hope is possible even when the world doesn't seem worth saving. This film isn't just another cookie-cutter superhero movie. It's emotional, it's grounded, and it teaches you that doing the right thing, even when it's hard, it's not difficult at all. It's just the way things should be, and shows you how easy that should be. David Cornswet captures the warmth and the awkwardness of Clark, but also the kindness of Superman, which is the drive of the character in general. He's the personification of kindness. And the chemistry he had with Lois was insane. Like, every time they were in a scene together, I felt a bit awkward because I'm like I shouldn't be watching this, you know, it's like a private moment and I shouldn't be here with you guys. Even though bits of the movie felt cheesy, the relationship didn't. It felt well earned. Even though we didn't have as many scenes as I would have hoped for with them. Even though visually it wasn't the best for me, I didn't really like the color grading of the film, but it still felt like it was out of a comic book. Everything was happening all at once and was this controlled chaos throughout the film, which felt exactly like reading a comic book. One panel is a monster, next panel they're kissing, next panel is in another galaxy, next panel another universe. That's how it felt, and I loved it. It's the first superhero film where I feel like I am watching a comic book in live action, not I'm watching a script that was adapted from a comic book, if that makes any sense. And I know people have been throwing the term superhero fatigue around for years now, but I strongly think that that's not a thing. I think that people were tired of the Marvel cookie cutter, which had the same exact formula throughout the entire movie for all of their movies, which got really boring because it was so predictable. This movie is so sincere that you don't feel like you're watching a superhero movie like that. Okay, that was my spoiler-free section. Now I'm diving into the spoiler part. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, go and fly to your nearest theater and go watch Superman right now. Pause this video and come back after your showing. Something I loved about this movie is that it's not an origin story. Everyone already knows the origin of Superman. Everyone knows he came as a baby to Earth. We don't need to see that again for 10,000 times. Same as we don't have to see Spider-Man getting bit by the spider. Maybe in like 20, 30 years you can do another origin movie because by then people wouldn't know. But now we don't need to see that. And this movie, which I love, it's set 3 years after Superman's already been Superman. Which means they don't have to explain anything. One of the problems Marvel has is that they have to explain everything that happens in the movie. If a dragon shows up, they have to be like, hey, this dragon came from this dimension that came through this portal that was opened by this guy, which makes things really boring and really complicated. In this movie, dragon, okay? There's been meta-humans for 3,000 years. There could be a dragon. Alien, galactic empire. Anything can just happen without being explained. which always leaves you room for like being surprised and for shock, which I really appreciate. And I love that the film starts in controversy. Superman has just ended a war between two nations. And the controversy is if Superman is a United States citizen, then in what grounds he's getting involved into another nation's war, which is such a cool premise. And he argues that he's just doing the right thing, because Superman is the good boy, good poster boy. But he doesn't realize his action has consequences for the whole country. And I think it's really cool to explore how being kind and doing the right thing can be such a controversial topic, especially in today's world. And Lex Luthor in this movie is so fucking good. Nicholas Hoult played that so good. It's insane. The first scene where he shows up, he's just looking through the window, Superman flies by, and he's like crying. It's so good. The amount of hate, this guy taught me that I'm not hating to my true potential, okay? He is the #1 hater. He's the OG hater, the real hater, okay? And he did amazing. And his whole drive is that someone as powerful as Superman shouldn't exist in this world. This movie is really bold. Gunn really knew what he wanted to do with this film, and he did it 100%. Sometimes, yes, it can be a bit too much CGI, a bit too many colors at the same time, but it is a James Gunn's movie, and that's what he's known for. Like, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, everything's so bright. Same with Suicide Squad. Always a kaiju, always a giant monster, always this like colorful dimension, things happening, all galaxies, whatever. But he does a great job. It is a great film. However, this, how can I explain it? However, because there's so many things happening all at once, it's really hard for newcomers to join this film. Me as a comics nerd, I loved it. I saw other dimensions, which I knew from the comics. I saw characters I knew from the comics. I saw what's happening. For my parents, my mom loved the Superman part of it, but it was a hard movie for them. You have too much CGI happening, you have different dimensions, you have characters. My dad was like, who the fuck is this Green Lantern? Why is he acting like that? He didn't understand that Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan were not the same character. They are expecting way too many things to be understood from the general audiences, because what I feel like James Gunn hasn't realized is that a lot of older people and older viewers are only fans because of previous movies. They don't know anything about that. And Gunn is asking them, oh, it's a new universe, forget everything you know. But for someone older, that's hard. Like if you see a Green Lantern, that you think it's a Green Lantern you've grown up with. You cannot expect them to be like, oh, this is a new Green Lantern, I'm just gonna accept that. Because they don't even know a Green Lantern is called Hal Jordan, even if they're a super fan. Because they just watched a TV show, they just watched a cartoon growing up, and they just remember Green Lantern. They don't remember Hal Jordan when they are 50 and they have a whole life going on. So I did think it was a bit hard for older audiences to understand, but as a comic book fan, I absolutely loved it. Even though I really love this movie, I wish we had more Daily Planet. I wish we saw more of the characters. I felt like there were so many characters that they didn't get to shine. Mr. Terrific, I know he was like the favorite character of so many people, but the character was missing something, and according to my dad, he felt that the character was missing sarcasm and a bit more personality. And I get that his whole point is being dry, but you can do so much with that, and it just felt a bit too like on one note, you know what I mean? Like not too deep, not of a character. And same goes for I forgot his name right now, but the actor who plays the chief of the Daily Planet is a great actor, and he was fully underused. And I felt like they could have given way more personality to his character. Same with Hawkgirl, I felt like she was just there to fill the gap, because they needed 3 characters for the gang. When in reality Hawkgirl is such a cool character, I felt they could have done more with her. And I feel like it's just that they put so many characters in the film that there was just too much at some points, you know? Having too much is cool, but then having too much of something makes something else go down. In this case, the script and the character development of these characters. What did the film do great? I loved Lex Luthor. I loved how much of a hater he was. I love how the way he created Ultraman was, he scouted every single place Superman has ever been to find a hair in the ground. That is commitment. That is hating to your full potential. I loved how they characterized Superman. I love that he was a true hero. He wanted to save the kaiju, he wanted to save the squirrel, he wanted to save everything. I love how they humanized pets, not only with Krypto and having Krypto there, that really impacted how people view animals. And as a huge animal advocate, I loved how they had a shot of some lady taking the other turtles out of the building and showing, hey, if there's a crisis, if there's an earthquake, if there's an explosion, if there's a hurricane, take care of your pets. Love your pets, save your pets, don't abandon your pets like so many people do in the United States. I love how they showed Superman actually advocating for these things instead of being like, monster, kill, if that makes sense. I love how they didn't make Lois just feel like a love interest. Lois was strong, Lois was aggressive, Lois knew what she wanted. She was conflicted about loving Superman. And back in the old days, they would be like, oh, who wouldn't love Superman? He's the good boy, he's super strong, he has powers. No, this Lois knew what she wanted and she was tackling that. She was going for her objectives, she was a strong character, she had a strong presence, and I really like that they didn't just undermine the female character and made her just the love interest, you know? Speaking about female characters, I loved Supergirl. There was like 15 seconds of Supergirl, but they were so good. I'm super excited for her movie. Now, I love how she's the opposite of Clark, how she's gonna be a drunk girl. I love how she's gonna be partying. I love how she just doesn't give a fuck. And it's obviously depressed because Krypton exploded when she was 13 and all her parents died, her family died, her friends, her planet, her home, and she just arrived on Earth and is going through crisis. And I love that. Not love that for her, but love it for the plot and my entertainment. This Superman movie really restored my hopes on the DCU. I hated Snyder. Snyder fans are so annoying on Twitter, I'm gonna die. I can't keep reading tweets about Snyder fans. It makes me wanna jump off a bridge. It's always these 40-year-olds who are misogynistic as fuck, don't know how to talk to a woman, and they only watch Superman in Man of Steel, they have never read a comic before, and they think they know who Superman truly is. Like, bro, shut up. If you wanna see some edgy-ass guy with bad writing, with a movie that looks so fucking bad, because, oh my god, I hate how everything in Snyder's films look metallic. I hate it. Bro, if you want to watch an evil Superman, watch fucking The Boys. Homelander is an amazing character. Why are we watching Man of Steel? No hate to Henry Cavill, he did his best with what he got. But bro, just shut up, you're annoying. Anyways, insert monkey. That's you. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, this movie really depicted who Superman really is. And it brings me hope that the DCU will be the next big thing, the next Marvel. And because they're not tied up to all these producers and all this plan and stuff, and James Gunn said he's really gonna give the directors their creative liberty, I'm expecting to see art with every film, and I know that's what I'm gonna get. I'm so excited for Clayface. Fucking horror film made by DC, sounds so fun. Please give me a Batman horror film where Batman is the monster, please and thank you. Anyways, before I leave you guys, thank you so much for watching, but theories. I have one theory so far. I'm gonna rewatch Superman in the next 2 days. Maybe I'll come up with more stuff. But my first theory, I wanna say this first, so then everyone can copy what I said and I can be the OG with theory. But Ultraman, okay? Ultraman, he did not die on that black hole. No. He's gonna be teleported somewhere and he's gonna come back in about 10 movies as Bizarro. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video, which I'm gonna be blogging the Fantastic Four. So see you there, guys. Peace.